Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Persona 3 Portable. I almost said Persona 5 Royale. It is now forever a part in me, whether I like it or not. Last time we did lots of shenanigans. We got Fuka and Mitsuru. We met Koromaru, the best dog boy ever. The bestest boy ever. We saw more of Shinjiro, so I'm a happy camper. And now we are gonna hang out with the school guy person who does the school guy person stuff. Yes, school guy person. No, I always forget where it is. Yes, this is the place. But yeah, we're gonna grind a lot in Tartarus today. Gekokan High School, Student Council Room. Ooh, music very dramatic. The staff members are arguing. How many times do I have to explain? It's like I'm talking to a moron. Why are you accusing me? The cigarette butt was in the boys' bathroom, right? Can you prove that it wasn't a girl who left it there? There's just no reasoning with you. No one seems to agree with Hidetoshi. Everyone has left. What a bunch of Neanderthals. Oh my god, Hidetoshi! Jesus! Barnaba-kun, were you there the whole time? They were all mean. Don't hold it against them. They're like children, they just don't understand. Hidetoshi seems satisfied. Sooner or later, they will see the light. Then they will respect me. I'm not isolating myself. I'm just being aloof. Sooner or later, someone always gets hurt in any relationship. Wait. I thought aloof meant something else. What does aloof means? What is the meaning of the word aloof? Because I am clearly misunderstanding what he's trying to say. Or have we understood the word aloof for, like, ever since I heard about the word aloof? Time to act cool and mysterious. I don't know, is Hidetoshi trying to act cool and mysterious? He's literally accusing literally everyone. Intentionally vague. It's not very vague, he's literally just pointing fingers at people, so it's not very vague, but okay. I guess I'm preaching to the choir though. I apologize. It seems like Hidetoshi is trying to be a good friend. Is he? You understand Hidetoshi better now. I do? It's getting dark out. Hey, Kuro, my friend, how do you feel? How are your ribs? How are you feeling? There is no reason to have a meeting if no one is here. Let's go. You decide to go back to the dome. Yeah, lots of yikes.
Where have you...
Shush, now we are going to save and... Ooh, I'm glad to hear, I'm really glad to hear that you're doing better. We were actually very worried about you. No, we didn't feed the cat yet. We just came home, ate, and I started streaming. But it's also a bit early for her for dinner, but you know, if she's disturbing you, give her food. She's probably smelling the meat. It's finally time for lunch. We're gonna hang out with Junpei. No. Yeah, we're gonna hang out with Junpei. Hey, are you on your way home? Say, Kuro, did you play Persona 3 before? It seems Junpei wants to walk back to the dome with you. Sure. Oh, really? Then let's stop by somewhere. Junpei seems happy. Iwatore Strip Mall. Hagakure Ramen. Oh, wow, that was a loud one. I think she really is a bit on the peckish side. Oh, who is a little happy kitty? Who is a happy kitty? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Little ball of chaos. Oh, ooh, so it's like a blind thing for you now. Okay, so disclaimer, Persona 3 is probably my favorite of the series. It has the best character and it made me cry more than once. So yeah, Persona 3 is my favorite in the series so far. Unless they will manage to one-up it in Persona 6, that will make me bawl my eyes out. Also maybe Persona 4, but I don't think Persona 4 is like tear-jerkery enough. I didn't play Persona 4, so I don't know. You and Junpei chatted about all kinds of things over your food. If we keep eating ramen all the time, we might end up with some extra flab. I like extra flab, it's the cuddle material. How are you supposed to cuddle with people without any flab and the flump? You'd better start being careful, you know. You might be fine now, but you don't want to be a tub in 10 years, you know. I find it offensive, Junpei. What if I want to be a tub in 10 years? I want to be cuddly. Shut it, jerk. So hostile. This isn't the first time you thought of it then. Junpei smirks. Still, man, you ever wonder what we'll be doing in 10 years? Oh, I'll be dead. I don't know about you. Spoiler warning, I guess, for a game that came out like 14 years ago? I don't really want to think about it. Junpei seems to stare off into the distance. You'll be a great man. You really think so? Hearing it from you definitely makes my day. Junpei seems extremely happy. Lately, when I do stuff like watch TV or read manga, I can't concentrate. Junpei fiddles with his chopsticks. It's like, I don't know, I keep thinking, is this how I should be? I wonder if there is anything only I can do. Junpei mutters as if to himself. Your terrible joke? Gee, thanks, that's helpful. I mean, Yukatan's got a response to my jokes down to a science. She delivers a dope slap that feels like an icy dagger to the brain. Junpei laughs. When I think about this Persona stuff, it's like I have a personal mission. But I don't understand it at all. Maybe I don't even have a mission like that, and that's what I'm afraid of. I've got all these pent-up emotions that I can't figure out. Do you have anything like that? Like, do you ever think about what you can do? Of course. I see. I mean, you don't seem like that at all. I guess that's another thing that's amazing about you. Junpei laughs. He says that Junpei has been open with you about his troubles. Rank up. Yeah, I'm just trading some stuff before we go grinding, you know? Cause I want to make the grinding the best as possible. Okay, let's save and we're going into Tartarus! It's the grinding stream! Woo! And I see all the things I need to take into consideration, and it's gonna be a bit of a doozy. Okay, I'm gonna bring Yukari, Mitsuru, and Akihiko.
Alright.
Junpei will have to see this one through because there are a lot of strong wind enemies who use wind magic. So yeah, Junpei will have to sit this one out, I'm afraid. Okay. Okay, so I have a missing one. Can we teleport to somewhere that is accessible? No, we actually need to go all the way through. Okay, let's start with finding the missing one. So yeah, look at our team, they all look great, and Mitsuru is finally with us. Okay, let's start. Let's go! Let's fucking go! Also, I wanted to show you Akihiko's gloves. Those are his gloves. They are the cutest thing ever. Like, seriously, this is the cutest shit ever. Look at those gloves. It's one Pyro Jack and one Jack Frost. Yeah, I definitely remember wanting to show you that one. The strong one on the 5th floor. Please remember that. Sure. Bang! Okay, what are those? Hotimaya. Weak to wind. Do I have any wind users? Yes! Actually, I think I made a pretty strong Naga that just can kill everything. I think I gave my Naga all kinds of like elemental abilities.
Now's our chance. Let's go!
Also, it's a good time to start grinding on Mitsuru.
The enemy's down. Let's finish. You'll fall by my hand.
Someone is proud of herself. I'm gonna take the 3 swords. Nice. Flamberge. I also wanted to check. I don't think I can change tactics. Okay, I think Flamberge is a Mitsuru weapon. Yeah, she already has something good enough. Okay, let's continue. Rancid gravy. First of all, what are the tactics? Oh, no, misclick! Misclick, bronze dice. Bronze dice are weak to thunder. I think you already know, Mazio? No, you don't. I wanted to change the tactics. Because when you get a unit, they just start as auto battles. That's an interesting way to summon the persona. Yes! Yes, because this game's theme is death. Death and the fear of death and mortality. So they use a gun to summon their personas instead of using masks and cards. Bonk! Hotimaya is weak to wind. Tactics. Direct command. Fuka.
Give me a sec. I'll scan the target.
Like at the beginning, it's very shocking, but then you're like, oh, I'm used to it. I'm used to seeing them shoot themselves in the head.
You found the enemy's weakness. Here's our chance for an all-out attack. Let me at him.
Let me at him! Dead. Oh, Oberon. I don't think I have Oberon. Whoop! Ah, misclick. Oh well. Good enough for me. Oh, there it is. It's a tiny shadow. And it's a Cupid. Jealous Cupid, weak to ice. Do I have any buff users? No. Yes. This weirdo.
Good choice. The
The
enemy
enemy's
is
down. Let's finish. You'll fall by my hand.
Bang, 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 boom, 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 kill, kill, kill. We'll go for the 3 of coins. Nice! I'm gonna be richer! I'm already kinda rich, but I'm in a point that I don't really have what to spend money on. So I'm just hoarding money. For the sake of hoarding money. Ooh, those guys, are you still weak to Zeo?
There are 3 enemies.
Still Gigas. Still Gigas, yeah, still weak to Zeo. Conveniently, my Naga has a Mazio, so I can hit all of them in one try. Nice!
You found the
The
enemy's
enemy's
weak.
down.
You
Let's
found
finish.
the enemy's weak point.
My hand.
I'll go for the 3 of wands. Ooh, another Mazio user. Already gonna make my life easier. Also, what is Mitsuru's level? Because I know I am technically over leveled. Mitsuru is level 18. Yeah. I said before, but I had to do some off-screen grinding. Not much grinding as much as finishing some annoying missions that would have taken me like hours on stream. I decided to do this all off-screen, so I already came kinda over-leveled.
There are 3 enemies.
Sky balance, weak to fire and ice.
You found the enemy's
Now's our
weakness.
chance!
Keep it up.
Let me pitch in.
Sure.
I've been waiting for this. Okay, now!
Shuffle time. We'll go for the 2 of wands. Let's keep going. Now, if I'm not mistaken, at level 45 we should find a lost person.
There's 1 enemy.
Jealous
Attack.
Cupid, weak to ice. Yes, to ice. And God, I didn't get rid of this weakest persona.
That's it. The enemy is for an all-out attack.
Give me all the money. Eh, 2 of coins, I guess. You making coffee mod? Oh, I smell something.
There are 2 of them. Attack.
We are fighting Phantom Masters weak to wind. Do I have a better wind user? No. So yeah, I just created an overpowered Naga. For whatever reason. I would really appreciate a cup of coffee. Because this is a long grinding stream. This is literally just a grinding stream. To the point, you know how scared I am of this becoming a grinding stream? To the point that whatever we finish today, tomorrow morning I will wake up just to finish the grind. Just to finish the quests and missions. But yeah, it's more of a kind of a lo-fi energy stream. You know, for the shits and giggles and the fun and the ranting and me killing weirdest demons.
There are 3
You are
enemies.
weak to fire and ice.
The enemy's off balance. Attack.
It's funny that Fuka that you call him, you said the enemy is off balance when we're fighting scales.
I summon you.
It was funnier in my head, not gonna lie.
That's the way.
That's the way, I like it, that's the way, I like it, Yeah, not very plot-driven stream. Okay, we'll take the Two of Swords, I guess. Also, all of this, well, we're gonna sell all of this. Cause we already have a pretty good equipment from doing Theodore's side quests. Gigas. Zio.
Fursona. The enemy's off balance.
I've been waiting for this. Okay, now!
Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, bang. Kill, kill, kill. Dead. Three of Swords. Sure. I like it when they spin in a circle. I don't know why. I really like it. Maybe I have the mind of a toddler. Who knows? Beetle.
There's one enemy.
Weak to thunder.
I summon you. The enemy's off balance.
The enemy's
Attack.
down. Let's finish. You'll fall by my hand.
Good. Use Dia.
To my advantage.
Only one enemy left.
I've been waiting for this.
I like the animations of the Beatles. I don't know why. There's something so satisfying about looking at the Beatles. Boom, dead. The one wand, I guess. Like, I do hope that in higher floors I will actually get some of the good shit. Did we do everything? Yes. Something is different now. I am getting a clear picture. If you give me a moment, I will tell you the exact floor the stock present seeds. I think I will manage Fuka. Bonk! Cupids!
There are two enemies.
No, I need the Bufu users.
I summon you. That's the way. All right, let's do
the way, I like it, That's the way, I like it.
Here's our chance for an all-out attack. Let me at him.
Honestly, I really hope that the Persona 3 remake is the real thing and not just animation for the Persona 5 fun game. Because I really wanna see this game get some of that sweet Persona 5 mechanic treatment. Like Persona 3 Portable. If you don't know, the Persona 3 Portable game, it has the same battle mechanics as Persona 4. So I don't think it's too far to expect that the Persona 3 remake, if it will happen, thank you for the coffee mod, would have the Persona 5 mechanics. And I would love to see them doing like the baton pass ability muse, you know? I think it would be really cool. Also, why the fuck are you all... Akihiko! The fuck, where were you going? I don't see it as an excuse, Akihiko. Stay close! Every time you get lost, you somehow die. Stay near me. Yeah, characters can get lost in these dungeons. Which is cool, but also somewhat on the annoying side of things. Especially when you really need their elemental abilities. And they are not there. Yeah.
I summon you.
They're like, oh, I sure could use some thunder support. And Akiko is like, I have no idea where I am. Where the fuck is Louisiana? I thought we were in fucking Japan. let's go this way and this way. Golden! Why would I have a good time with the golden shadow, huh? No, not me.
There's one enemy.
Golden shadows fucking hate me.
I summon you. That's it. The enemy is down. Chance for an all-out attack. Let me at him.
Boom, boom, boom. Bang, bang, bang. Kill, kill, kill. No.
Only one enemy left.
I've been waiting for this.
Let's go, SeaWorld. Two of Swords for the extra cash later. A preface.
There's one enemy. That's it. The enemy
I've
is
been
down.
waiting for this. Okay, now!
Two of coins, I guess. We already have Inugami. Okay, let's keep going. Damn, imagine if I find a golden shadow and I kill it and I totally don't feel terrible after that. Do I have a Mabufu on someone? No. Oh well.
I summon you. That's the way.
All right, good job.
Probably have Jack Frost instead of this thing. Oh well.
You found the enemy's weakness. I summon you.
It is what it is.
That's the way.
The enemy's down. Let's finish this. You'll fall by my hand.
Three of Swords. No! Sad badger noises. But we got to be full of gem. Let's go to the exit.
There are three of them. Strike first.
Damn, what would I give for my persona to learn Mabufu?
All right, let's do this.
I would be so happy if I could learn Mabufu. And it would make my life so much easier. And faster. And usefuler.
Down. Let's finish this.
Yes, yes. Oh, Berith. I think I already had a Berith. Oh, now I remember all the Berith shenanigans we had in Shin Megami Tensei 5. Yeah. Auto Rakukaja. Not gonna complain about that. I sure love the auto skills. I'm too lazy to use all the status moves. And all the status raise moves. Cause I do be lazy like that. So having all those random ass auto moves or moves that have extra effects, it really makes me a happy badger. Akihiko, get over here! I never thought I would have to babysit adults, but well, here I am. Here I am once again.
Three enemies. Be careful.
Let's go with Garou.
The enemy's off balance.
Let me pitch in.
No, wait.
You've improved.
Wait for your turn. I think I made a bit of an overpowered Naga. The moment I think about it. Like it can literally body everything besides
An all-out attack! Throw me at him!
besides ice. 12 coins, obviously. Badger sure gets that sweet persona cash. Phantom, wind.
I summon you!
I
Good choice. The enemy
eventually I will remember all the weaknesses. Till then, I have a list next to me. I'll take the coin. But I sure am glad like that I don't need to like talk to the shadows for the sake of recruiting them to get more personas. This is like the one thing I didn't get about
two enemies.
Persona 5, like why?
Keep it up!
Like I do feel like there should be a distinct difference between the shadows you fight and the personas you use.
You found
I
the
don't think
enemy.
they should look the same.
Let's finish this.
And again, if the interviews are true, there was an interview about the future of the Persona series. Like Persona 5, they just decided to take the Shin Megami Tensei mechanic for reasons and just simplify it. But if you actually think about it, plot and lore-wise, it doesn't make much sense. Like, why would the shadows look like personas? I mean, this is why when I played Persona 5, I always called them demons.
3 dazed enemies. This is our chance.
Because they had the exact same function
The enemy is down.
as demons in the Shin Megami Tensei series and not much.
That's it. The enemy.
And like, there wasn't enough difference between them and like, you know, shadows and personas. Shadows are supposed to look like the things in deep inside you, you know? Where the fuck are Mitsuru and Akihiko?
Throw me at him.
Where the fuck did they go? Are they on a date or something? Get the fuck over here! I'm working with amateur, I swear. Get the fuck over here! Stop running away! Mitsuru, I had higher expectations from you. So, yeah, I'm not a big fan that shadows in Persona 5 look like personas. Because they don't have like the distinct difference between them, and I think they kinda lose from what they're supposed to be and what they're supposed to represent.
That's the way.
I've been waiting for this.
So there was an interview with one of the lead designers of the Persona series, like a few months ago, I think. And he was like, and he was asked about the Persona's design in the future, you know, because many of the creature designs, they get like an update.
There's someone.
Okay, we found the floor where there is someone in it. Okay. Oh, we found the person.
Watch out! There are 4 enemies. I summon
And
you.
he said that he really wants to return to like
The enemies
the
are
Persona
down.
3 and 4 designs of shadows. Like those really weird eldritch abominations.
The enemy is
Water?
down. Now's your chance.
Supposed to be next to the sofa.
I summon you.
So yeah, he's like, yeah, I want to return to like those weird ass creatures that you don't really understand what they are or what they're supposed to be, in comparison to like the things you're supposed to use to defeat them. You know? So it really sounds like they want to return to like the Persona 3 and 4 designs of enemies, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to it. Is that one of the ones who went missing? We need to treat them as soon as possible. Please come back to the entrance immediately. Sure. It's a good thing you were able to find the missing person. They are resting in a safe place now. We can go on and keep exploring if you want. Sure. Heal party. Let's see if we can do some fusions. Another person between floors 48 and 52. Okay, 48 and 52. We will do it. We will deal with it. Okay, we're level 21, so we can do some more fusions. Do we get rid? Oh, but she has my buffo. Sure. Fuck it, sure. Sure. And Buffula. Oh, it's too good to say no. It's way too good to say no to. Anything else of interest? Like level 21 each. No. Triangle spread. This is like the most frustrating thing about Persona 3 is it's the fusions. Like Persona 5 has been treating me way too good. I forgot how terrible it is in Persona 3. Sure. Like I forgot how terrible it actually is. Survive light. Final check. Okay, let's see what missions can we complete. Undertake a quest. Okay, this quest we kind of fucked it up. Cause I forgot to talk to that asshole that one day. Vetala with Maragi. I'm still low level. Bronze medal. Wait, I'm doing the thinkings. Bronze medal is the one on this floor, I think, right? Yeah, so we'll try our luck. Strong medicine. Quest number 16. Snake scale. Snake scale. On the second block? Okay, we'll try to go around the second block again. And bronze dice for bronze figurines. Okay. So we need to retrieve a bunch of items. Okay, let's go around the second block. I will save. It's gonna be a pink shadow. I am not a fan of this block, I must say, with the amount of time, the amount of hours I spend on it. But we need to get 3 snake scales. No.
There are two of them. Attack!
Wait. Do I have a Zeo user or... Okay, we have you, but do we have a Mazio? Yes! Yes, we do! I didn't lock myself out of Mazio, look. You took my Mazio user to a vacation.
The
I've
enemy is
been waiting for this. Okay, now!
I need to find a snake. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, you're scared of me, so you're not interesting. You're scared of me, so you're not interesting. You're scared of me, you're not interesting. This poison. Okay, we're looking for a pink shadow. One of them should be a lustful snake. And it should give us snake scales for... What's his face? For Theodore. Akiko, I swear, if it's you lagging behind and you're gone when I need you the most, I'll be pissed. Oh, a box. Move. Move. Move! I swear I'm working with amateurs. Okay, please give me a pink shadow. Please let me finish this quest fast. In an orderly manner. In a timely manner. Please move. This charm. At least we're getting money out of it and lots of items. I mean, it's the best case scenario, I guess. Worst case scenario is me starting to run after those yellow hands again. This could truly break a person. Like, you're not witnesses to it, Mod is witness to it. How pissed I was when those fuckers were running away from me. How angry it got me. Like, I am rare. I wanna say that it's rare for me to completely rage quit on a game. And I don't think I was in rage quitting territory, but I was so pissed. I was so angry. I was so tired. I was so tired. I was just sitting and grinding. And it's not like in Dragon Quest that I can like at least put it on auto. Like I can't put some of the things on auto. Like yeah, you can do rush, but so many enemies are are immune to the rush attacks because they're just physical attacks. So you know, you go back and forth, grinding on weaker enemies. Trying to catch those hands that they're always running away from you. Like the one time I wanna catch those hands and the game won't let me. And the thing I hate the most is I can run away on the first turn. Like this is the biggest bullshit. Why do they run away on the first turn? It gave me at least the grace period. Give me at least to try and find a weakness, something. It was such bullshit. And now I'm not getting pink shadows, so lovely. It's shorter than 5 for sure. And the game is not long, really depends on how much you wanna grind. Like the biggest grinding obstacle are the final levels of Tartarus before the final boss, but yeah, it makes sense. Like people even on lower difficulties like need to grind to at least level 80 to manage to survive. So it really depends on how much you grind. Final boss, yeah, it's a grind fest. It's a grind fest. It's I already know that I will most likely, even though I'm already over leveled. So if I can gain by the end of the game like 60 more levels, okay, I would be very happy without the need for extra grinding for personas and, you know, levels, mostly levels. Ahem! Thank you. Again, like, it's not the shortest game. By the end of the day, it's an RPG. RPGs are long. Nothing you can really do about it. It is. They are what they are by their nature, you know. Like, I don't think I would spend my time on an RPG that is short, you know.
There are 2 enemies. The enemy is down.
I've
Now's
been
your
waiting for this. Okay, now!
Like, especially role-playing, JRPGs, like, there is the expectation of at least to give you, like, at least the 50-hour experience, you know? Like, turn-based RPGs or, like, explory RPGs, like, big-end RPGs. There's the expectation to give you at least the 50 hours, you know? And I don't think anyone would play an RPG for less than that. Guys, like, those games are... Yeah, you're gonna run away from me? Yeah, you are. I fucking hate those shadows. So yeah, there's the expectation of, like... It's a game about making strategies, getting to know the characters, you know, character-driven storytelling. So those games can be short, you know? Like, I think a good RPG, from, you know, my experience of playing mostly RPGs, like back in the day, yeah, I was playing mostly platformers and action games. Now that my reflexes got shittier and I guess I mentally got tireder, I really like focusing on the RPGs. I feel like they're eventually, especially those grinding portions, you can just turn off. You can just turn off. But even then, like, I'm reaching to the point that some grindings in games feel really like pseudo, like to be there for the sake of be there and like make you play the game for a few more hours to give it more of a runtime instead of actually being the kids are harder tryhards. What do you mean? I guess.
There are 2 enemies.
I guess. No, kids today take gaming seriously, and you know, I don't think it's a bad thing. Look, I remember in my day, like, and in your day as well, but like, when I used to tell my parents, hey, I really wanna do something in the gaming industry, one way or another, the only thing they would could think about or agree to is being a game developer. So you need to know the maths and the physics and all that things. Again, I don't know if it's necessary because I'm not a game developer by the end of the day. I'm a user, I'm a consumer. I'm not a maker. I don't know how much I need to know the maths and the physics. But that was pretty much the expectation, I guess. As in... Why are you stuck? Thank you. Like, the only thing you could do in the gaming industry is be a game developer. You know? But now there is so much more to do in the gaming industry besides being game developers. Like, there are writers. So you can really write those really epic stories, really interesting stories. Like, I don't need to tell you about The Last of Us. Like, I don't know if I'll call it a literary masterpiece. You know, it's a very potato-potato kind of conversation. It does what it does good. It does what it wants to do pretty good, in my opinion. And it got a TV show. So, you know. So the normies can also enjoy it. Saying normies unironically in the year of our Lord 2023. Jesus fuck. I hate you, 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 I hate you. So they're writers, they're like, you know, working in social media related to games. There's so much to do in gaming industry besides being a game developer. Like, it doesn't mean that, like, first of all, game developers do deserve, like, better working rights. Like, reading about all those, like, people who had to crunch and crunch and crunch, and what I don't understand, like, yeah, I know gaming companies, their number one thing is to make profit. If it doesn't make profit, it will kill a project. This is why I want to play on stream eventually the game series called Fuga. It's a very small team of people. It's a French and Japanese collaboration. And it's a very niche game. And if you know me, you know me. I like the niche games. I play niche games because I like niche games. You know, there are people who play cozy games. I play niche games. Let's do some fusions and go back. And try to find this snake. So yeah. And when I heard that it's getting a sequel, I was so surprised. Cause this game is not very famous. It's the opposite, it's very uncommon to see people who actually know a thing or two about this game. And I saw the screenshots and like some of the trailers for the second game, and it looks so good. It looks really good. It like, I didn't play the first Fuga, but you know, it's one of those games that you see that like they wore their heart on their sleeve when they were making this game. This game is a passion project. And honestly, all the games in this series that is called Little Tail Bronx, you can see that people were like, the people who worked on those games, it was truly a labor of love. Fuga Melodies of Steel. It's a game where you play as a bunch of orphans who find a tank, and you play in like an alternate worlds version of World War II. Now, I bet that if you look at the game, it will look to you like some kind of a fairy fanfiction or something. But trust me, it's not. It's like, when we're talking about storytelling, it's pretty good. It's like hits you right in the feelings. It's one of those games that truly hurts you in the feelings and knows how to quench your heart. And if you listen to the soundtrack, and I really recommend, even if you don't pick up the game, just listen to the soundtrack. Like, I listen to it almost every day when I shower or clean. It's like almost opera-esque kind of music that really puts you in the mindset of those orphans who operate this giant tank. But it is a niche game. It's a niche game. It's a strategy tank game mixed with RPG mechanics and like some bit of visual novel mechanics. Like, not all out going on dates, because we're talking, they're kids. They're like, you're playing as a group of 10-year-olds, and I think they're like two or three teenagers. And even then, like the low end of teenagers, like 12 and 13. You wouldn't really consider them responsible adults. And they're responsible for this tank and for a group of younger people, and everyone has a role on this tank. And again, and then you delve into the tank and why it exists, and it's so good. It's so good, and it's a passion project. But now I heard that like, oh, they might want to do a sequel, but I was like, for whom?
Be careful.
Not many people know about this game. Not many. Most people know about this game because they know about the soundtrack, because of how good it is. Oh, phonos. I'll take a phonos for the shits and giggles. So I was like, okay, I know they want to expand the world of Little Tailbongs because it's an interesting world. Like the gist of it is it's a post-human world. And the world is populated by some kind of a human, like an evolved form of cats and dogs. They are very humanoid, they have their own very humanesque society. They have religions, they have cultures. I'm going for a 2-second break and I'll be back and I'll keep talking about this game. Be back in a jiffy. And we are back! Yeah, that was a necessary one. Yeah. That was indeed necessary. Anyways, before I was gone, I was talking about Fuga. So yeah, it's a game in a post-human world. Humans went extinct, and the rulers are now dogs and cats. Now, it's not some kind of a furry power fantasy. It actually makes sense in the plot. So, without spoiling too much, just from the things I know, it's like there is this one guy who is a dog, and he also finds a strong tank, and he wants to rule over the world because, I don't know, reasons. And he destroys this one kid's village, making most of them orphans. And they find a sister tank, and the sister tank wants to help them, mostly because the sister tank is holding a grudge against the other tank. And yes, the tanks are sentient, but again, it makes sense in the game. It makes sense in the game why the tanks are sentient and why they do what they do. But yeah, it's mostly a game about like, you're a child in this big, scary world's hard, and how you feel so small and powerless and hopeless. You know, fighting in wars of adults. And it looks so cool. So when I saw like that the game was, but again, as much as the premise is cool, every single game in the series was niche. Okay, like there was this game for the PS1 called Tales Concerto. A very niche game. I didn't play it. I watched a playthrough of this game because it's a bit hard to play and to get. For obvious reason, it's a PS1 game. So it's a very, 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 very niche game. You know? And it had like a start of an interesting lore. You know, of this giant, of those sleeping giants, and how people want to take over the world for, you know, their own reasons. Try to awaken the sleeping giants, but the sleeping giants are totally like forces of nature and can't be controlled. You know? So yeah, this is what the first game is about. And then there was Sola to Robo for the Nintendo DS. It's another game that's like it's kind of an action platformer puzzler, but it goes so much deeper. It just expands on the lore that started in Tales Concerto, and it's a more serious game. Like Tales Concerto feels like an experiment that brought to us to Sola to Robo. I played most of Sola to Robo on the Nintendo DS. It's a good game. It's not for everyone. It's clearly not for everyone, especially the mechanics. Like, I do feel like this game could have benefited from being, you know, on a real console, quote unquote, like not a handheld console, but, you know, on the GameCube or the Wii, you know, or even the PC. Because I don't see the Nintendo DS as the optimal console to play those kinds of games.
Form. Destroy it. A rare
finish it
one.
off.
Don't let it get away.
I failed to
Only
finish it
one
off.
enemy left.
God bless you, Kari. Nihil gloves. Oh, we can use it in the antique shop. Rugger, rugger. Rugger, rugger. They sound like schnitzel from Chowder. Now that I think about it. So yeah, Solid Robo expanded on the world and its lore in the main game, and you know, the files and you know, the cities and everything. But what I liked a lot about Solid Robo is it actually started to talk about the culture. Like, there are two main religions in this world. The Dogs religion, which is very, very similar to our days version of Christianity. They have churches and they, you know, they all pray together in a praying home, like a regular prayer. And they have holidays. And it's very close to Christianity. And then there is another religion, which is mostly cats. Cats in this world, they have superpowers, like some sorts of magic, but it doesn't come from like magical souls. It's the fact that cats can manipulate nanobots to make magic. Nanobots that are in the air, because again, it's a post-human world, so the technology exists kinda. And their religion is more around, like the way they pray by dancing. They have special dances. And I know that there are a lot of Eastern religions. And I think there is a wave in Islam that also prays by dancing, if I'm not mistaken. That they pray by using dance and music. And usually dogs don't go to this religion because dogs, for the most part, can't manipulate, you know, magic. And the dogs that are like actually join those religions because they can manipulate magic, like kind of seen as second-class citizens. So it's interesting. It's very interesting how they're doing it. That even the quote-unquote more communal and happier religion is not very accepting of everyone, even if those dogs prove themselves as magic users. And the game went so deep into talking about the cultures in this world, to the point that every culture has its own like burial traditions. Like, I think the dogs just wrap the like in that world. All the world is like on floating islands in the sky. So their burial rites are similar, like they're according to where they live. You know, like the dogs, they're more Christian. They like cover the body and they throw it off the island. While the cats, I think they put the corpse in a special pot, and they like a special clay pot, and they bury it underground to be one with Earth again. So yeah, I find it really cool and very interesting that like this game went so hard on lore and culture. Like I feel that in many RPGs that when you encounter a society in a game, you know, a city or something, I feel like many RPGs forget that people. Yes, you built a fictional city, you know? And they forget that the city is built by people and culture and traditions, you know? Those things don't just exist in a vacuum. What I'm trying to say is, in many games I feel like they just put the people there, and if there is any culture or religion, it's just talked about like from the side, but you don't get to like see it or experience it like they do. It's just kind of there for the sake of being there. Or it's on the side, or they just treat the cultures in this world like, you know, yeah, oh yeah, they have our culture exactly, they're the same as us. They're the same perfect as us, so it makes this place not feel interesting or as unique. Like Fallout, some of the Fallout games did it by like turning some places into cults and cannibals. So you know, at least you got this. It's a very interesting thing that they devolved into cannibalism and cannibalizing on survivors who pass through their town. I find it interesting, you know. While in some games like big world RPGs, like everything feels the same. It's just another group of people, you know. And they don't have anything that makes them unique. Like, I think one of the offenders that I played lately is actually Dragon Quest. Like, every area has its own cultures, yes? Like, we saw the city in the desert and how much they love horses and horse racing, and how much they expect the prince to be good at horse riding and horse racing, okay? Or like the city with, or the city with the gondolas, how much they care about, you know, music and festivals. And but again, it feels like it's in passing. It's like we came and we happened to encounter this festival or this culture. It's not like something that is there because it's supposed to be there, you know. I need one with Maragi. Wait, I'm checking something. No, no. 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 But so yeah, I feel like we came there just in time to see it, and not like, and you don't see more of it. Like if you come back to those areas, you don't see more of their culture, more of their development, more of their daily lives, you know? And I do see it as a bit of a shame. Like, if I want to see more of those places, I won't be able to, because it just becomes yet another place. That feels like exactly like the other place. Like, I just want to get to places, to know the places better, and to see more of those worlds, and not just, you know, for them to exist for a second and that's it. And I know it's difficult. I know it's difficult. I'm just, you know, thinking of like, if I made an RPG of my own, like, by myself, what would I want to see in that RPG? You know? So like, if I did have the ability, energy, money, time, resources, and knowledge. I'll probably put in a clock, like in Suikoden tier keys. So like this in-game clock, it's basically like a calendar that counts days, and every day like it's like a different season or something else happens. Or like if you're really into maximizing profits in games, you can see, you can calculate when is the best time to buy and sell profits, or some events are locked behind some seasons or days or times.
Good.
And it makes sense in the world of the game. So you just keep looking. You keep looking, you keep being very careful. And like, you plan your game according to the calendar of the game, of the world. Like, I remember there was a quest where you need to recruit a certain person. He's a flirter guy. He's like a guy who really likes to flirt.
Destroy it!
That's his shtick. By the way, most of the recruitable characters in like Suikoden tier keys are like, most of them are missable. You can like complete the game without recruiting all the characters, and it's a shame because there are like 100 characters to recruit. And what is the most amazing part is, they're all unique, design-wise and personality-wise. They're all unique, and they all have their own little sub-stories. And I find it amazing. Like, some of the designs are so memorable in my opinion, especially if you actually play those games.
Only one enemy left!
And every single one brings like a bit of their culture to your group. And here's the thing, not all of the characters you recruit are battle-oriented. Some characters you recruit, like most of the characters can be in battle, but some characters are there and they're like merchants. Their job is to be merchants. And they're probably the best merchants you will get. Some characters, they build like their own religions and churches in your base. Like there is a whole...
Don't let it get away!
Failed to finish it off.
There is like a species in this world called the purpose skin. Oh my god, now that I think about this game, maybe I'll play it on stream. Even though it's a DS game, I really like it. So there is a species in this game called the purpose skin, or purpose folk.
A rare
If you don't know what a purpose is, it's basically a beluga whale. It's a species of beluga whales, if I'm not mistaken. And their leader is a priestess. This priestess can directly speak. No, it's not a whale game. It's a DS game. But there is a species of human mixed with whales. They don't even look like humans. They're just whales who... They're very small, by the way. They're tiny. But they adapted to walk on Earth. And they use usually spears and tridents to fight because, you know, they live by the ocean. You know, this is where their food and economy relies. This is what their food and economy relies on, you know, on the sea, on the ocean. So the leader of the purpose people, I forgot her name, but she can directly talk to their like ancient god. It's like some kind of an eldritch abomination we know nothing about. Like, it sounds like an eldritch abomination. And she uses the communication with that god to help the main character and their group, and eventually she joins. And they have like a house, a room in the giant like base where they like, she sits there with her followers and her guardians, and she keeps giving predictions and keeps communicating with the help of that god. And I find it really cool. And the thing I like the most about it is, even though you recruit them, they still have this religion, and their religion just comes into play. Like, it's not a game mechanic, but you can actually go and visit them, and you can see different purposes come and they come and ask her for help. They talk to her, they ask for guidance because by the end of the day, she can directly talk to the god. You know? And there is one purpose you can recruit when he specifically comes and study the ways of religion from her. So this is like what I think about should be in RPGs. Like you recruit characters from different cities, towns, countries. Like really depends on the game, yeah? But you recruit those people from different walks of life. And in many places, like, it comes into play only when there is something dramatic happens. You know? Like, I think the biggest offender is Persona 5, actually. In the case of, like, all of the characters. Like, Ryuji's injury doesn't come into play much. You know? Until the final chapter of the game. When he's like, oh yeah, I returned to the sports team. And it happens in the last chapter of the game. Which is a shame.
Keep it up.
I would have loved to see it come into play a bit more. Like the injury, like maybe he walks slower than the rest when they follow me. You know? Or maybe he has very low evasion stat, which literally makes him a glass cannon. You know? He's quick, but his injury makes him like an easier target.
The enemy's off balance. Here's our chance for an all-out attack.
Oh, I'm thinking. Maybe make him slower because of his injured leg, you know? I mean, he decided to take care of his leg after the plot of the game. So that means for the whole year that you're around, he doesn't take care of his injury. So I think it could have been interesting to see it come into play. Or talked about, or
The enemy is dead.
you know, the team trying to push him to actually take care of himself. And him, even what's it called? Even maybe Morgana pushing Ryuji to take care of himself. And Ryuji refuses, but Morgana keeps like pushing him to take care of himself. And then like Ryuji and Morgana could have had like a better relationship because of it.
Surprise attack. 2 enemies.
Like I really think it could have been a cool touch. And then we could have saved this whole Morgana and Ryuji fight. Like I told you, I like Persona 3 because the group actually feels like a united group of people that eventually learns to be friends. You know? While Persona 5 I didn't really understand why they wanted to be friends with one another. Am I going to encounter this stupid snake?
2 enemies.
Like today? Please? Please don't make me grind tomorrow as well.
The enemy's down. Let's
Like, of course, the tomorrow's grinding will be off screen. Yeah, I'm not gonna subject you to more grinding.
Fast while you just prep. Time for me, no tangle.
There are 2 of them.
But for some reason, I do see myself like sitting tomorrow on the couch, cup of coffee, like an 8-hour essay video about, I don't know, some book or game I will never watch or never play. And just keep grinding in this hellhole until the stream starts. Mod, are you mentally ready for this? For me grinding or for me watching another very long essay? I will let you choose the essay if it makes you feel better.
There are 2 enemies.
Worst case scenario, I'll just chill in bed and grind or something, I don't know. I just don't want to grind on stream.
Chance for an all-out attack. Let me at him.
Just battling, no a lot of anger in it.
I also kind of wanted to do some off-screen side quest hunting in Dragon Quest, so we will be both decently leveled and have a decent have decent items when we continue playing Dragon Quest. So yeah, I had a lot of plans. I do plan to play Dragon Quest off screen, just so we can like play it normally on screen, just run through the story. Can you take the box, please? Thank you. At the begin, last grinding stream was like, oh yeah, let's look for the hands. Now we're looking for the snakes. I think I'm on a very weird shopping list. Theodore, what the fuck? Ah, lovely. I sure love it when it's pitch black. Yeah. My favorite flavor. Darkness, imprisoning me, all that I see, absolute horrors. I cannot live, I cannot die. Just grinding, oh my god. I think they did a very good like repetitive soundtrack for Tartarus. Cause yeah, it's like repeating the same like 5 notes, but it's not as annoying as it could have been. Like I do feel like it could have been worse. Like it does feel a bit like we're trying to solve a mystery, you know? And we're actually investigating this place. So good on them for doing it. Good on them for at least writing decent music for grinding. And I think it goes well with the sounds of footsteps. Well, speaking of like games with soul, you know me, I frequent on Reddit, and I'm on the gaming circle jerk because why not? And someone found a video about why Resident Evil 4 Remake is soulless, and top 10 reasons why.
Everyone seems pretty exhausted.
Shut up, Fuka! I don't remember asking you. Sorry. And one of the reasons they considered like Resident Evil 4 Remake Solace is because you can't look up Ashley's panties, like upper skirt, and that she couldn't call you a pervert anymore. So yeah, this is why they see this game as soulless, and like why? Like, why would you go out of your way to let everyone publicly know that you are a degenerate to this point? I believe everyone is a bit of degenerate, especially with today's like age of internet and social media and access and knowledge of, you know, more mature stuff, you know. Everyone is a bit of degenerate, but like, why would you go out of your way to point arrows at you being a degenerate? Oh yeah, the game is soulless because I can't see panties. Dude, that's a bit embarrassing. Not gonna lie. Where is the stupid snake?
The enemy is down. Here's our chance for an all-out attack. Let me at him.
While you just prowling, no tangling.
I mean, I'm not above, like, I'm not a saint, yeah? I'm also a bit of degenerate, but like, again, like, I keep it classy, you know? And someone said a very interesting thing on the thread, that sometimes, like, that they're surprised that those people forget that a digital footprint is real.
Don't let it get away.
And most of those people don't really always hide their face or their names.
This appears to be just the beginning.
So they're like, dudes, are you aware that like, not only like they went full horny on main, they only just put it even not in a cute horny or funny horny on main, like straight out, degenerate, disgusting horny on main. You know, says someone who is horny on main, but respectfully horny. On main, yes, yes. Remember, just always stay respectful. And if you wanna be pervert, be consensual pervert. Make it consensual with the people around you. You know? There's nothing sexy when it's not consensual. Fuck you. Rubber, rubber. It actually does sound like schnitzel from Chowder. The way they say rubber, rubber.
A rare form. Destroy it.
Okay, bye, I guess. I must say, Chowder is another great show. Like, yeah, it doesn't have the depth as many other like cartoon shows, but it is good. It's funny. The characters are wacky. Like, I do like today's cartoons, especially ones that gear towards like older children. But I do feel like a lot of them try to build like a big world, like a big extensive world for the kids to get like invested in, and I'm all for it. Yes, I also wish as a kid that we had like shows that weren't like necessarily anime, like cartoon shows that weren't necessarily anime, that had like bigger plots. But I think like we are missing on a lot of shows that just don't have plots, that just are there for the fun, but that are good shows. Okay, we have Bluey. But I bet a teenager won't go out and say, oh my god, I love Bluey. You know, I think teenagers would be ashamed to say, oh my god, I love Bluey. Oh my god, I'm a big fan of Bluey, you know? It's either toddlers. Animaniacs was great, but Animaniacs... the new season of Animaniacs was definitely geared more towards adults and not towards children. I don't think if I showed it to a teenager, they would necessarily understand some of the jokes. You know? I said cartoons. If you think about cartoons today that are not Bluey, most of them like have big extensive plots. Oopsie!
A surprise attack.
Like, I think they tried to do a reboot of Tom and Jerry, and that was ended up being a flop.
Still
2
alive.
enemies left.
Out of my way!
Been a little while, but I'm still better.
Archon
Last
defeated an
one.
enemy.
Don't let your guard down.
No tangling. Hit you with no angling.
Do I have another buff user? Yes.
Bang goes out some sound.
Like, I do see
Enemy is down.
everyone eventually flocking towards SpongeBob SquarePants because it's the kind of humor that everyone could enjoy, like, of all ages. Or as a certain Israeli comedian says, it's something that can unite both potheads and children. And it's amazing. But I do think there is space for more cartoons and shows like that. You know? Like, again, shows like Gravity Falls and Owl House, and I don't remember anymore. Infinity Train. I loved Infinity Train. Don't get me wrong. I loved Infinity Train. I find it heartbreaking the hoops the creative team had to go through to actually make this show exist. Like, after every season, the show was cancelled and they had to fight tooth and nail to return to another seasons. The last season was kind of a hit and a miss, but seasons 1 to 3 were solid. 1 to 3 were really, really good. They were more than solid. You know? The thing about the last season, okay, like every season, the thing that really hooked me, that the next season always focused on a character or a concept from previous season. Like in season 1, there was like that girl with the glasses who came to Infinity Train and eventually managed to like calm things down, you know? Season 2 focused on a character from that season that was looking for kind of their own personality and their purpose for life. And then season 3 was about the redemption of a villain character, kind of a villain. She wasn't really a villain. I think villain is a big word for her. I guess an antagonist is a better word for her, but it was the redemption of that antagonistic character. And when the 4th season came, I kinda hoped. Like, season 3 really ended up on a kind of a cliffhanger regarding certain characters, so I really thought that maybe season 4 would focus.
Be careful.
Oh, I thought he had Bufula. Fuck me. Oh wait, he does have a Bufu.
But I'm still better.
The enemy's off
The
balance.
enemy's down. Let's finish this. By my hand.
So there was this really big cliffhanger about that scientist character and a child she found. Like, it makes sense in the plot. I'm trying to keep it vague in case you didn't watch the show and you really want to watch it. But it did give off the vibe that season 4, if there will be season 4, would focus on the relationship between this woman and that child. Again, season 4 wasn't bad. It just was a bit weird. Again, I can understand why it was like stuck in this weird place. It's because it had to move from different like streaming platforming because reasons. Like it does all come down to reasons. So season 4, it was cute. It was about like those two guys, Asian American guys, trying to find their place in the world. Like a lot of the plot in Infinity Train is people trying to realize who they are and find their place in the world, while also trying to get for change. And also season 1 had a lot of questions, and same goes for season 2. And like they left when they went on season 4, everything was still so vague about the characters. And it's such a shame that they didn't have the place to experiment. Like I know they would have wanted to. Wait, I'm doing a bit of reading. Okay, so I can create it. Okay. Shut up, phone. Remember when I told you that I didn't want Israeli Post to deal with one of the packages? One of the bigger packages? Yes. I just got a message on my phone. Look, all we can hope that it will actually come in one piece. You know? At least it's coming, we just don't know when and in one state. Fucking hell, I should have paid these 40 shekels for the fucking express. I don't care that it was just a couple of days. And I want to save money. That's the thing, yes, I do understand the importance of post and how post is very important. I wouldn't trust Israeli Post with anything. I'm not kidding. Like Mod is, I think, an expert in, you know, being annoyed by them, but the amount of times I had to go there to change stuff and do stuff and pay stuff, it's like, oh my god, it's like we're stuck in the 80s! And not in a cool aesthetic way. So yeah, it's coming, I just don't know when. It will come sometime. So yeah, Mod is an expert, but yeah, we had so many issues with them. And so much headache. Like last time Mod ordered from Amazon, it also came through the post and it just, you know... It was all over the place, basically. So yeah, Infinity Train. So yeah, it ended on a cliffhanger, so many questions stayed unanswered, and instead of... I think they knew that Season 4 is gonna be the final season. So I kinda hoped, even though the characters were interesting, the two guys were interesting, I found it very cool that like... Usually on Infinity Train there comes one person and they usually meet people that are not related to them. So I found it interesting that, oh my god, yes, two people came on the Infinity Train for whatever reason. You know? But instead of using those two guys, okay, to answer the questions, or at least to see... To even see for a second the lady and the kid, because they seem like we know the lady was very important to the plot. Snake? No. I feel like I'm in the Metal Gear universe trying to find Solid Snake and kill him and like, Snake? No. So instead of using those two kids to find...
I've been waiting for this.
To at least like explore the woman. Like we know the woman is important. And we know that the kid is an anomaly. You know? Instead of actually delving into it and exploring it and answering the questions, at least we live on a note that we don't have any more questions, like burning questions. They just kinda left it there. Like, just finish the story with those two guys and call it a day. And again, they had some interesting plot points, but some of them were... Like, they both felt so obnoxious at times. Like, really obnoxious at times. And it's clearly a product of the development hell they've been stuck in. Like, the fact that we actually got to season 4 is a fucking miracle by itself. And if we ever get more Infinity Train, I will definitely watch it. Like, and I would love to see all those questions finally answered, like the kid, the woman, you know. Battle panties. Battle panties? I think battle panties are not even good for me anymore. No. Yeah, battle panties are not that good anymore. Oh well, no battle panties for us.
I found something that may be of use. I found something that may be of use.
Good for you, Mitsuru. Yes. We got 2 items. Lovely. Like, there is another show that I really liked now, and we watched the latest season, and I think I will just stop watching it because it's not. I don't know what they were trying to do with that season, but it's just not. It's Dragon Prince. That's the thing. Season 1 to 3 of Dragon Prince were very solid. You had very interesting characters and very interesting plots. Like it had so much potential to be like Avatar because it's by the team who made Avatar, The Last Airbender.
Here's our chance for an all-out attack!
And the latest season, Owl House also, yeah, me neither. We gave Owl House a try and it just wasn't it. But Dragon Prince was so good, it had so much potential to be better than it ended up being. And the latest season, I felt like I actually spent more energy on trying to watch it than actually enjoying it. Like, I was just waiting for the moment to be good, because here's the thing, you remember everyone was talking about the cringe things about Forspoken? Like, oh my god, that early 2010 humor, you know, that nobody liked. Like, yeah, it's the type of humor didn't age at all. Like, it was funny back in the day, now it's just annoying, you know?
Everyone seems pretty
Shut up, Fuka! Is there a mute Fuka button? So yeah, Delta Season had this like early 2010 humor, which is not funny anymore, I'm sorry. Reference humor had its place back when Marvel was popular. Now the Marvel movies are also kinda overstayed their welcome, in my opinion, but you know, Disney needs that sweet, sweet moolah. If it doesn't get its moolah, the red goes berserk. You know? So yeah, I find it kinda impossible to watch Marvel movies now. Like, they were good for the time, now we need to move on from it. You know? The humor is just kinda bleh. And again, I'm not expecting those movies to be masterpieces, but using the same things that were good back then in modern movies, like, or video games or whatever, it feels kinda try hard, I guess. Like, I think it's the same reason why I can't watch Rick and Morty anymore. I just can't connect with this humor, this referential humor. It's like, oh, they did like that, but we are not doing it like that. Oh, hey, look, do you understand this meme? If you don't understand this meme or don't understand this reference, here is Rick and he's gonna explain to you this reference and why it's funny or not funny. Or, you know, I just can't. I just can't. I can't. yes, I still watch South Park, but I guess South Park does it like I think they have more experience in what they do, so it's not as bad. Like I said it yesterday and I said today. I find the current season of South Park rather entertaining. It's not the best. It's clearly not the best season out there, yeah. But it gets the job done. It's rather entertaining. I had a few chuckles. The ChatGPT episode was not bad in my opinion. You know. Again, not a masterpiece, but I did find it a very interesting episode.
You found the enemy's
I've been waiting for this. Okay, now!
And the episode with the Japanese toilet. It's not my favorite, but it was okay. It got a few chuckles for me. So when South Park does it, I guess it's more bearable because at least it's not like, oh my god, it's just like that one place. Or oh my god, it's I can't even explain. I can't even repeat the jokes that annoy me. Because of how much they annoy me. Like sometimes I see Rick and Morty clips on TikTok because, you know, TikTok. And it does remind me why I am having a hard time enjoying Rick and Morty. Because it feels like some of the jokes are like, they are funny because the drunk old man yelled it out, and it's also a reference to a show or a movie that people like. Look at him, he is yelling the reference. Like, I think one of my favorite episodes of Rick and Morty was the episode where we looked at the Citadel, or what they call it. And it's, you just see the lives of the Ricks and Mortys that live there.
Destroy it!
Without Rick and Morty. And the jokes and the references, they were so subtle.
Only
You know?
one enemy left. Jeez, that one's fast. A rare one. Don't let it get away.
Like the references with the movie about the kids. I forgot, By My Side? Oh, I forgot the name of that movie. I'm showing my age, yeah? But the references in this episode and the humor and the drama, it's so well done, and the humor and the drama, it went so well together, and it was so interesting, and it was so good, and I find it a shame that they didn't continue with that. Like, don't show me, like, again, Rick and Morty, they're the name of the show, yeah? But don't give me old man yells references, and it's funny because it's a drunk old man yells at references and then criticizes shit. For whatever reason. I'm taking another break for 2 seconds and I'll be back.